Guten Tag, mes amis, wie geht's? This is Dieter. Yeah, strings can be a touchy subject. I'm not going to show you any brand name strings today because, we'll get into that other time. But I wanted to talk to you about coated strings and why I think Dieter, why Dieter thinks, why Dieter thinks they're kind of a gimmick. I appreciate feedback. I don't have the money to go out and run and buy a whole bunch of strings, but I do try out different strings when I try them, and I do try out coated strings, even though I don't like coated strings. I'll tell you why I don't like coated strings, but first I'll tell you why I think manufacturers and guitar manufacturers like coated strings, okay? Because, like, you have a guitar, like some of the guitars Dieter's bought, they're new, but they've been in a shop hanging on a wall for 2 years. Well, your strings are gonna, they're gonna go, they rust, right? Right? So I think a lot of the reason for coating strings is it saves money for both the manufacturers and the fine people. Like, I'm not knocking these people. You have to stay in business, right? But, and the product looks nice. So you don't want to. I pulled down a guitar that my Larrivee was up on a wall for 2 years, and the strings were just shit. But the guy was good enough. I went for a sandwich, and he changed the strings. But even with dead strings, it was a pretty nice guitar. So that's one thing. When you go to pick a guitar, make sure that the strings are in good condition, and actually if the shop owner is worth his or her salt, they will change the strings for you. If you're serious about that guitar, they should change the strings for you to the strings that you like and the gauge you like, and set it up that way. It might take a couple hours, so they might say come back the next day, or go have a cappuccino with Luigi Daddario, good friend of mine. Anyway, that's my thing with coated strings, and I do like to have. Dieter likes to think he has an open mind, and so he tries these things out. And so I will talk a bit more about that probably on guitar maintenance. But here's my thing with coated strings, and I'm going to compare it to one of my favorite German immigrant inventions. Did you know the German immigrants invented the hot dog and baseball in New York City? Yeah? Check it out. Dieter likes to be proven wrong on his, because Dieter's a big history buff. And I usually research these things before I just make these glib statements. And the Russians and the Germans are still arguing over who invented beer. But it's probably some monk in Scour Mount Abbey. Now, here's my guitar string. Look, nice, shiny, and new, right? Okay, so I put this on a luthier. I'm a luthier or a guy, and I put this on my guitar, and I want to send it out. But I know that guitar, especially an expensive one, or it doesn't matter what price it is. It could be sitting there a long time, so I'm going to coat it. Yeah, there we go. Now, if I get the air out, right? Lots of people into oxygen. Now, if I get the air out, well, let's do this experiment. Let's put this wiener or string outside, and if wild animals wild horses don't drag it away, I bet you it'll last a long time. Now, if I take out from the same package, see, it came from the same package. Dieter likes to be fair. So now we have two strings from the same package. Okay? Now, this one feels different. It's got a coating on it. And this one smells a little stronger, Now, let's do the spiciness test, because, some of you guitar players are spicy. Well, this string has lots of flavor and spice. I can really taste it. This string, the coated string, and I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling mostly mustard. Not the nice smokiness that I like to play when I play Black Water by the Doobie Brothers. And now for my European friends, the mayonnaise test. So uncoated string. You still have the smokiness with that nice egg, lemony flavor. And the coated string in the mayonnaise. Let's not use that because we already got some of our mustard on it. Well, it's got kind of a, I don't know what you call it, an artificial flavor to it. But the mayo does come through. And if there's any doubt in anyone's mind, ask the best bloody critic at all. Hey? Cocoa. Yeah, Cocoa gives a paws up to the uncoated string. Be designed, have a good day.